Welcome, guys. So today, we're playing some mono red burn. I played mono blue yesterday, so I feel like I'm trying out a few of the meta decks, seeing what makes them tick and what their matchups are like. Um, I've just basically thrown a few cards together here that seem decent. There's a There is a bit of a modify theme in the deck here. So we've got, of course, Kumano and Phoenix Chick. These are the first two cards added to the deck. The Phoenix Chick seems really good on turn 2 with the Kumano token. It's basically the thing that's been killing me the last couple of weeks. And we, of course, Play with Fire is in there as well. But that's so those are the 12 1-drops. We're kind of going for the top of our curve here. You can see our 4 drops, and we're going to play 24 land. So it's a bit more of a mid-range red kind of deck. I did have a very my previous red deck was quite low to the ground. I think it only had 1 drops and it had about 14 land. So that's kind of extreme. But I think there's a lot to be gained from the more expensive spells, and my collection's improved a bit since my last deck, so I do have a couple of Reckless Stormseekers now. This seems like quite a key card. I've got a Chandra, I've got Thundering Raiju now, and Defiler of Instinct, so it seems worth playing these slightly more expensive red cards. As for the 2-drop slot, well, actually, let's look at the 2-drop slot for red at the top here. I've gone for the 4 Electrostatic Infantry, and mainly because this is a card that self-modifies, basically, when you cast instants and sorceries. But we're playing a lot of burn spells. Well, we're playing 10 burn spells, so that should work pretty well. The other option I was considering, let's see, Flame Channeler, because I've got a lot of spells that deal damage. So this is a 2/2 for 2, but it will transform into a 3/3. And then it's got a kind of a card advantage ability. As long as your spells keep dealing damage, you can get flame counters. You can remove the flame counters to exile top card of your library and play that this turn. So this definitely seems quite good. The card I'm missing though is if you look at not collected, the one you'll see in almost every mono red deck is the Bloodthirsty Adversary, usually swinging in for 3 damage on turn 2 because it's got a Kumano token. So we don't have that one. I think it's not a million times better than Electrostatic Infantry. I think this is a solid replacement. Certainly, it is better, but this will do the job. And this is helping our modify plan. So I thought, let's try playing 4 Cammy's Flares instead of 4 Lightning Strikes. So I think people are pretty much playing creature decks on the ladder. You're not really seeing any non-creature decks, to be honest. Not in my ELO. So yeah, to be fair, there are a few control decks, but they're playing things like wedding announcements. So there's a few tokens and things to blow up, I suppose. Cammy's Flare is there, and I've now got a couple of Lizard Blades, so this is a new addition to my collection. I fancy trying it out. It's you can reconfigure it, so you can modify a creature, which is definitely adds to the theme. And then Double Strike, I think in particular, it could be very good on a large Electrostatic Infantry with Trample. So I think these two synergize quite well together. I've got 2 Radha's Firebrand from Dominaria, so these don't particularly have any synergy with the modify deck, but I just want to try these out and try see how they are. Basically, it's got this domain ability, which makes me think you're supposed to play it in a domain deck, a domain aggro deck, maybe with the Nishoba Brawler, which is, I guess that's another build we'll try. But yeah, so this, I guess it's a 3-1 for 2. There's no Meat Hook Massacre anymore, so this is more playable, and it makes a creature with power less than Radha's Firebrand unable to block, which is quite a useful evasion ability. But yeah, obviously you've got to pump its power up to if you want to stop bigger creatures from being able to block. Then in the 3 slot, we've got Professional Facebreaker. So this is particularly good when you're playing some evasion style creatures. So we've got a flyer, we've got a trampler, we've got the Firebrand stopping things from blocking. So these all synergize quite well with the Facebreaker, and it means you can get through and make treasures, and then the Facebreaker can sacrifice treasures to exile top cards of your library. So this can give us a bit of card advantage. So this seems like a good choice. And of course, we've got the 2 Stormseekers, so this gives other things haste, or it can give itself haste. I've gone for Seismic Wave. There's quite a few options. Well, there's a few options for your 3 mana removal card. I was looking at Call in a Professional because I was thinking there's a few life gain decks out there. Maybe this could be useful for that. But I think it's a bit too specific. Maybe this is more of a sideboard card if you're playing best of 3. For a while I was considering Rending Flame, so this does 5 damage. This could take out a Sheoldred. But I've settled on Seismic Wave. So this is the one deals 2 damage to any target and then 1 damage to each non-artifact creature. So it's sort of a one-way sweeper that can take out a lot of tokens. And the thing you actually target is going to take, unless it's an artifact, it's going to take 3 damage. So it's still a pretty decent removal card. So I think there's definitely a lot more 1 toughness creatures out there now, like Radha's Firebrand. And this is it's probably the right pick for the kind of the meta is to use this card. And I think if Sheoldred gets really popular again, you'd go to Rending Flame. But I think people they're taking maybe just taking a break from mono black with Meat Hook getting banned, and they're trying out token decks a bit more. And finally, I've got in the 3-drop slot, I've got Chandra. I don't think I've ever played Chandra before, so this is kind of another addition to my collection. But I do see a lot of red decks playing this, and yeah, it basically looks like a card advantage card. Can add mana, so it can help ramp things out. Seems okay. I guess it's good because it's a 3 mana planeswalker. And then top of the curve, I thought let's have a bit of fun. Let's try out a few different things. I could just I've just acquired a couple of Thundering Raijus recently, so I thought, oh yeah, definitely have to play 2 of these. And I thought, no, let's try out a few things. So we've got the 1 Raiju, we've got the 1 Defiler of Instinct, because it was going to be two of each of these. So we'll try these out. We've also got Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, so another flyer with Trample. Quite a nice death trigger as well, can make 3 treasure tokens, which goes really well with the Facebreaker. And then we've got the Creepy Puppeteer. I must admit, I have seen someone else use this card in their red deck. And yeah, it's a 4/3 haster for 4, which is quite good. You can... It's special ability there, you can make another creature have base power and toughness 4/3. And I think the argument was, this is what you use on your Phoenix chick to make it a 4/3. And actually, you could even use it on Electrostatic Infantry. So give it basically +3/+1. If it's going to have base stats 4/3, and then it gets all of the +1/+1 counters on top of that. And you could definitely, oh yeah, even better, you can use that on Lizard Blades. So it's a 4/3 double striking for 8 damage. That could be pretty amazing. So this, I'm quite excited to play this card. This could be quite interesting. Some quite nice synergies in the deck. As for lands, I've got 19 mountains and a Sokenzan. So that's 20 red sources. And if you look at Frank Carsten's guide on how many mana sources you need to cast your spells, I think you need 18 if you want to cast something that's double red and 1 on turn 3. So I should be able to cast Chandra with 20 red sources. I thought I may as well play 4 Crystal Grottos. It's an untapped land, and it gives you can scry with it. So I think that's a pretty nice little bit of pretty nice utility land. So later on in the game you can try and scry lands off the top, get rid of them. Early game you can scry expensive things off the top to look for land if you need to. It seems like quite a good land to use, and I expect people will come around to this. I think you'll see monocolor decks starting to use Crystal Grotto a bit more, and I'd say credit to Power Dragon, because he was using 4 of these in his mono green deck, and I thought, yeah, that's a very good idea. That's not actually going to really hurt your ability to cast your spells at all, because you can still have so many. As you can see, we've still got 20 red sources. So yeah, I recommend that. So anyway, that's the deck. And I feel like going straight into ranked. Just double check, yes, that's been done. So I tried, Thirst Research is my monoblue deck. I tried that yesterday. Monoblue Tempo with Delver and Haughty Djinn and Tolarian Terror and some spells. And I went, I think, 3 wins and 7 losses, so 30% win rate. But I think, yeah, good experience, I would say. Probably learnt a lot about that deck. So I thought, let's try and do the same with Mono Red. So only 2 lands, but we've got Kumano and a Phoenix Chick, which seems like a very good combination to start with. I'm thinking play with fire to the dome, so we can try and look for... Oh, well, there's the 3rd land, so that's good. I think we go for the Phoenix Chick here, rather than Radha. Okay, there's the animal. Could hit him with a play with fire, but maybe I'll hold that for turn 4. It's pretty crazy this. So 7 haste, well 7 damage coming in on turn 3. And we spent 5 mana. Forest Beetle. We'll drop the Puppeteer in that case. Basically got lethal next turn. But he's got a voltage surge, fair enough. So this is literally... We've still got lethal, I think, haven't we? Because I've got play with fire. It's ridiculous, really. Yeah, this is a good card. It just takes out a cheap blocker. Oh yeah, that's right. If you play 2 red, you can get that back. Oh yeah, he gets to get up to... So I can't actually kill him. So we will end the turn there. Fair play, yeah. Decent bit of life gain there. I think we can play with fire to the dome here. Yeah. And he had some... I felt like he had a reasonable start there. It's just... I think Kumano is... I think that's the enabler for red. I think it... red on the play, starting with Kumano, is just almost unplayable. Okay, I think it's a turn 1 Phoenix chick here. Okay. I think I'll go for a mountain. I won't use the grotto just yet. And I think I'll go for the lizard blades actually. Because I'm planning to just cast Facebreaker next turn. Right. 3 Camis flares. Okay, another Facebreaker. That's not bad actually. I'm going to go with Facebreaker. See if he counterspells it. It looks like blue-white control. Okay, Fateful Absence, fair enough. Celestus, okay. Bit of mana ramped out. We'll go for another Facebreaker. We should get 2 treasures off this. I like the interaction. Oh, he's got cut down. Nice. Nice. I was thinking, I can't possibly have removal for 1 mana. But he's blue-white and black. He's playing cut down. Gets a life point. Gets to discard Sorin. Fair enough. I'm feeling a board wipe is coming up soon. I think I'd rather have Radha's Firebrand out. I think swing in like that. It's a Wandering Empress, sure. Okay.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Okay. Out of that.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
And we really can't let that live, so yeah, we'll use a Kami's Flare.
Try not to miss me.
We could have, I guess, played another creature. Okay, cool. That's fine. You know what? We should have played Electrostatic Infantry first. That was dumb. Well, we've chosen this line of play, so I think we either draw a card, we could Kami's Flare the Vampire. Yeah, I think we've chosen this line of play now. We've got to keep going. Playing 2 Otawaras in this deck. Pretty serious about the removal. Okay. Okay, another Wandering Emperor, sure.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. You're done. Back to wandering.
Two Sorens, 2 Wandering Emperors gone. Okay, Sunset Revelry, nice. I think we'll play the Electrostatic Infantry now, so it can eat the next removal spell. That's the theory. We obviously did not play this at the right time, but there we go. Okay, Phoenix Chick and Radha's Firebrand, maybe. This kind of deck is definitely going to be running sweepers, I would say. I think we can pop the clue here. So yeah, he's back up to 19. He's gained 4 life from the Emperors, 4 from Sunset Revelry. Okay, yeah, there's the board sweeper. Okay, 1 card left. Let's go with Thundering Raiju. Nice. He's gained quite a few life points from Celestis as well. It's just keeping him ticking over quite nicely. Firebrand. I feel like, yeah, we're playing into the next sweeper here a little bit. Do I want to hold back? Yeah, I'll hold back 1 creature. So at least I've got something. That's right, it doesn't have trample. Yep, another farewell, sure. Which one do we want to go for? This one we can actually pump up now. Okay, Skewer Charm. Then we'll play this guy. Sure, Elspeth.
I'll light your way on these dogs. This is my
Gets a Liliana. Sacrifices that creature. Sure.
One of your friends has to leave.
Has shield. Okay. I think I've seen enough, to be honest. I mean, he's still on 19 life. So, I'd be surprised if we see a lot of decks like that in gold yellow. That's what you call a whale deck. That's got all the good stuff. Three land is good. Got a Radha's Firebrand for turn 2. So, and a Kumano. Seems solid. Red blue. Oh, Festival Crasher. Well, that's pretty exciting. Let's Firebrand. Let's see if it survives. I'm just being slightly greedy. Obviously I want to modify my creature. I'm not being greedy. This is just what you do, I think. But that's a very likely outcome. Right. Well, yeah, let's play the Sokenzan as a land. And this time we'll remember to play the infantry first before we cast all of our spells. I think he missed a land drop, didn't he? Oh, timely interference makes him take 1 less damage. So he's going to try and dig for that land drop. Yeah, makes sense that he's going to have Electrostatic Infantry. Okay. Out of play with fire range now. I think the right choice here is Seismic Wave, because we want to cast Kami's Flare when we've got something modified. Target opponent, there we go. Oh, Balmor. Yeah, that's a good one. So, you can cast a spell here, and that will become a 4/3, right? That'll become a 2/3. I think pre-combat, I want to Cammy's Flare Festival Crasher. Then I'm going to attack like that. And hit that with Play with Fire. So it's going to trade off. That's fair enough. So Creepy Puppeteer can end the game. Yeah. Doesn't quite end the game. These guys don't have trample. Fading Hope. Makes sense. Oh right, Eruth. That's quite an interesting one. What do we want to put the token on? Is a good question. I think I don't mind putting a token on the Electrostatic Infantry. I think we want to be swinging with Atsushi next turn. It's a 2-turn clock. Yeah, that's right, he gets 2 cards off the top. Oh, it's another Festival Crasher, so he's had... That's his 4th one, actually. Pretty nice, he's found a Fading Hope. This is a good card. Okay, 2-2 Phoenix Chick or 5-5 Atsushi. I think I like the 2-2 Phoenix Chick, to be honest. This doesn't have haste. Okay, oh, he's got an Otawara, he can bounce. Oh wait, if it's exiled, can you not use the ability or something? I think you can only play it as a land. Oh, here we go. Ancestral Anger. That's got Trample now. Can he just end the game here with Festival Crasher? The 4th Festival Crasher in his deck. Okay, he's actually hit a bunch of... He's hit 2 creatures and 2 land, which is good for me, I think. We don't know what his last card is. It could be a Lightning Strike or something. So... Okay, it's a Timely Interference. Oh, it's got Play with Fire. That's a pretty good one. Balmore and Play with Fire. On me, he gets to 11. Nice. Good game. he did it. Nice combo. Yeah, because that only blocks 3 damage, this blocks 4 damage. Makes sense. The Festival Crasher number 4, getting it done. I suppose he's also got Balmore to pump his guys as well, but it's not as big a pump, I suppose. Very nice. But yeah, he went through an absolutely colossal amount of his deck with a Ruth, so it's probably only fair that he can get the 4 Festival Crashers. Right, let's keep subbing. Right, it's Kumano or Electrostatic Infantry. I think I'll go for the next Kumano. Right, so we want to play a creature here. Let's play the Stormseeker. I'll get his stats up. So he's got Essence Scatter, of course. Fair enough. Another Kumano. I could go for Facebreaker or Chandra. Let's go for Facebreaker, I think. See if he's got another Essence Scatter. He does have another Essence Scatter, fair enough. Sludge Monster of all things, okay. I'll make him a 2/2 creature, fair enough. Okay, so the fun thing here, he can attack next round and slime Atsushi if I play Atsushi. If I play... oh, that's right, I can play Chandra. And that can add mana, which will help me play my
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again.
Electrostatic Infantry.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Oh, Mirror Hall Mimic. Interesting. He's getting upgraded into a 2-2, which is fun. So he's got big blockers here. We're just going to try and block everything. Now, if he's got cut down, we lose everything. But I'm going to take the risk. Now, if we don't block, we can actually get 4 damage through to his face. Let's try this risky move here. Let's see if he's got his other cut down. Okay. Right, mountain. And we could... I don't think we want to ping, I think we want to just keep looking for cards.
This is a fun idea.
So just swing in with etching. I can play that this turn. Okay, so I guess we'll shoot this. Get a couple of direct damage through. Chandra's out of that.
Just when I was having a good time.
Okay, Liliana can make me sacrifice that. Oh no, discard a card, that makes sense. You can disturb that for 5. So he may have just, I think he's just done the job here. Right. Right, we'll go face then. Just stabilized. Yep.
Sacrifices must be made.
So let's clone the sludge monster is the deal, I guess. Oh, in the upkeep he gets a copy. Oh, that's horrendous. Okay. All my creatures are going to be sludge monsters. Kind of fun. I've never died to sludge monster before. I think I've maybe seen it once before. And we're dead next turn.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Toxrill, yeah. Toxrill and sludge monster. Nice combo. And we're dead. Seems fine. 1 drop and a 3 drop. It's a good top deck. Oh, yeah. I was thinking I ought to play this first, but it's not got haste. And I was racking my brains. Why am I supposed to play this first? I can't think. Yeah, would have got me a treasure, is the answer. Now you could have... Okay, tap land. I was thinking depopulate would have been perfect there. So got to remember, play the Facebreaker pre-combat. I'm going to pump up my etching, I think. Could take out the token and keep the Raiju. But still, yeah, still win on damage. See, that's what I was hoping the deck would do. That's win number 2. But we're learning how you beat red, I guess. We learned that you can win with Essence Scatter and Cut Down. And Sludge Monster. Not so much the Sludge Monster. I think anything he played there would have probably won. Could go face with play with fire, but that seems very wasteful. Right, we don't need really more than 4 land. I'm going to go ahead and play the Grotto. Try and get land off the top. That's fine, that's a good one. And we'll play infantry. So, pre-combat, do we want to play Facebreaker? I don't think so. I think we'll just we'll swing for 1. And we'll just set up a big turn 4, I think. Okay. So Facebreaker comes out. And yeah, we could play with fire and get through with 8 damage. But we're going to get through with 8 damage anyway, so I think let's hold play with fire back. No, we're not. Of course, this doesn't have menace. I'm just confusing myself. Getting through for 4 damage. Seems okay. And end turn. See if he's got the sweeper. Depopulate is the one I'm expecting. Oh, okay, that's going to get bounced. That's fair enough. Facebreaker. Yeah, we'll hold. I'm going to keep holding this play with fire. Okay, Wandering Emperor, sure.
Run away. You'll be safer.
That's gone.
My judgment is final.
So these guys are getting through with 6 damage if I do play with fire on that. I think we play with fire the... No. My turn. Right. Okay, another play with fire. Okay. Thinking this is definitely a control deck. Since we've got another play with fire, I think... Well, this is potentially 4 damage to the dome, isn't it? Which is quite a powerful concept. This pumps my damage up by 2 as well. For, yeah, this just wins, doesn't it? Yeah, that did it. Yeah, clawing back a bit of rank now. But yeah, that deck was lacking removal, I guess. That was the problem there. Yeah, just had Wandering Emperor. Lizard Blades with a counter. And I think we can Grotto and get rid of a land. That's a good draw. I'm expecting some tokens. Yeah, Restoration of a Gancho. Go with a Facebreaker. We should get 2 treasure tokens. Oh, Rite of Harmony. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I watched a game using this card. So you can pop that back into play and draw a card. It is tapped, unfortunately. Teachings makes a creature, so we'll draw another card off that. Okie doke. Right. Do I want to use both? No, I'm gonna use both treasures. I'm gonna Kami's Flare the Naturalist. That will get 2 damage through to the dome. Play with fire is good on the token here. Play another Facebreaker. Swing for 8. Get 4 treasures, which is pretty good. We nearly got to cast Sokenzan as or channel it rather. Right, well, we got there in the end. We got to 4 wins. It was tough going at times. I guess we found out a few ways where a few good strategies for beating red decks, maybe. Seemed to revolved around early removal, I think, and there was a bit of life gain in the control deck, of course, because he had so many Wandering Emperors. And Sunset Revelry, of course. Let's not forget that. Sunset Revelry and the Celestus. So, control decks with life gain are a bit of a problem. Potentially. Yeah, let's have a little review. So I'd say, yeah, Kumano's insanely good. Probably ought to be banned, to be honest. It's always like, even if they've had a good start, they've drawn some removal. Usually you've got this etching of Kumano guy left over after they've blown up your main creature. and that's just swinging in for 2 every turn. Yeah, Phoenix Chick, that was pretty good. Play with Fire's fantastic, actually. Helped me, just helped me win a game there because of the direct damage. Electrostatic Infantry, I maybe didn't play this guy when I should have done in one of the games. So it wasn't all that effective, but yeah, this guy might be better suited to the blue-red deck, where there's going to be a few more spells knocking around. But I think probably fine for this deck. If you've got them, the better option is the 2-drop creature. What's it called again? Bloodthirsty Adversary. That's probably the better option. Let's see. Kami's Flare. Was okay. Occasionally we did 2 damage to the controller with this. I think sometimes Lightning Strike would have been better. Worth a try though, I think. Lizard Blades did really well that last game. We didn't really see it much of it. I don't think we've never not used Reconfigure on it at all. But yeah, definitely some potential on this. I like the idea of equipping these to a big Electrostatic Infantry. Seems like it could be good. The Radha's Firebrand was pretty good as well, just taking out blockers. Pretty reasonable. Don't think we pumped it ever, but yeah, definitely an okay card. In the 3-drop slot, we saw how amazing Professional Facebreaker can be in the last game there. Synergizes really well with First Strike, so you can get 2 triggers with the First Striker. Get 2 treasures. Stormseeker, yeah, pretty fantastic. Basically a 3/3 haster, can give other things haste. Seismic Wave. We didn't play against any token decks today. In theory, would have been very good. Instead, we played against a Sludge Monster deck. Now, if Sludge Monster decks are the new meta, then the answer is somewhere here. Was it that card there? No. I've got it set to creatures, haven't I? Yeah. Rending Flame is what you want. That's the one that does 5 damage, and that's perfect for taking out a Sludge Monster. Or a Sheoldred, should that card become popular again. So yeah, this might be a good choice. And calling a Professional might be good against life gain. I'm thinking about a red-white deck with Heirloom Battle Hymn and the other red-white burn spell, which is going to be right at the end. Sacred Fire. Bit of life gain with your burn, so you're good in the matchup with mono red. Seems like an idea anyway. Yeah. Anyway, we're going off track here. Where were we? Yeah, talking about Seismic Wave. Chandra was good. Yep. Bit of card draw basically for the red deck. It's quite important to keep going. We didn't actually use the Facebreaker's ability here to exile cards and play them. Definitely a good possibility to have in the deck. And then we had our sort of selection box of 4-drops here. We never saw Defiler of Instinct. It's good for casting red permanent spells. It's good in a... If you're skewing towards creatures and permanents, this gets better. But then it's doing 1 damage to any target, so you kind of... Maybe you want a burn spell as well. So it's kind of helping you upgrade your burn spells. So you're doing maybe you need to do 6 damage to a the green Defiler. So you could chuck out a Phoenix Chick, do a point of damage to something, and then do your 5 damage burn spell. Definitely could be a thing. But yeah, just generally quite nice to cast all your creatures for 1 mana, 1 less mana. Definitely could be good. We actually did see the Creepy Puppeteer. Would have been fantastic if my opponent didn't have the bounce spell for Electrostatic Infantry. We'd have done loads of damage. This is also good with Lizard Blades. Yeah, so... And good with evasion creatures. I think it's just a good 4-drop for the red deck. Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. I mean, this is usually good. The one game we got this guy, it was against a blue-red deck, so he was getting bounced back to my hand. So it didn't seem so good. But yeah, against removal, well, against destroy style of removal decks, this could be quite good. It can give you a bit of value when it dies. If he gets exiled, you won't get these benefits. So Farewell, for example, would not result in you getting your 3 treasure tokens. But yeah, this guy seems good. The only slightly weird thing, you'd almost expect this guy to have haste. So this guy's better if you've got sort of haste enablers in the deck, Stormseekers, and maybe the rabbit. If we look at the 1-drops, that is one of the cards that's missing. Rabbit Battery. I feel like Rabbit Battery's sort of been replaced by Phoenix Chick a little bit. But so you end up with an evasion haste creature that can come back from the graveyard, but you're losing out on haste enabling for the rest of your deck. So maybe you want to skew towards more hasters when you're playing Phoenix Chick, and then if you're playing Rabbit Battery, you can play more things like Atsushi and Defiler of Instinct, which could definitely benefit from a bit of haste. In fact, yeah, imagine playing your Defiler of Instinct. Then you could play your Rabbit Battery for 2 life. Still costs 1 red to reconfigure it onto your Defiler, but I think it's a nice idea. And then, of course, Thundering Raiju is just absolutely amazing. Yeah, and I think it was definitely worth playing the Crystal Grottos as well. That never actually impeded my spell casting, as far as I can remember. So yeah, 20 red sources is definitely enough. Yeah, so yeah, we ended up on 4 wins. I think we probably went below 50% win rate there. Probably 40% win rate or something. I'll have to go back and check. Anyway, so I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.